Hey y'all, what's up? Welcome back to Nia Reads. Thank you for, sticking in, and let's just get started right on in. So this is going to be the first installment of Nia Reads in Between the Lines, where I take my previous story that I told and I just go a little bit deeper into it, get any confusion out of the way. So yeah, we'll get into it. So my first short story that I read was Drowning. If you want to go and watch that, I highly suggest before watching this because it'll give you more context and you'll know what I'm talking about. And I want to say thank you to everyone for the kind words, for the just overwhelming love and nice things to say about Drowning. Thank you for critiques. Thank you for any of it. I welcome it all. And again, I welcome any questions, anything where you need more clarification. Please let me know. Let me know in the comments and I will get to you so that when I go and do a Nia Reads but in between the lines, I can just get it all out of the way. But since it's fairly new, I actually did tell the story to one of my classes that I'm in, and they gave me some feedback, so I'm going to try and address all of that feedback, since I didn't have any feedback on my previous one. So yeah, let's get it started. So, Drowning. First of all, we can go with the title. I did kind of struggle to find a title, because I didn't want it to be so straight on the money saying oh, this is about mermaids. So I kind of had to figure out how to do that. So I feel like titling it Drowning kind of played games with the reader in a way, because I was like, ooh, you think that, Cordelia's not here? Well, she is. She's here. So I wanted to make sure I captured the whole entire story, so I felt like Drowning was a perfect title for that. So in the beginning, I wanted to make sure that I told the story from previous events that happened in Jordan's life. So I wanted to make sure that I focused on the exact moment when she parted ways with Cordelia. And I wanted to really hone in on all of the scenery, everything that she was seeing, everything that she was feeling. And some people didn't like the long tangents that I used, and I felt I was feeling poetic. I was just typing, it was flowing through me. That was the most easy flowing part of the whole entire story for me, was writing the beginning. So yeah, I like to go in between. I like to, tell the story of how and why Cordelia is so fearless. She's always been that way. She's always just been out and about, so I wanted to make sure I captured that, and I feel like I did, but maybe I could have maybe I could have shortened it a little bit, but yeah. I feel like I really enjoyed writing that part. It felt very natural. I wanted to kind of also dive into the characters themselves, and why I named them the way that I did. So Cordelia, that name is symbolic of the daughter of the sea, all float, all a huge cavity of water, just the daughter just ruling the sea. So I felt it appropriate to give Cordelia that name, because I felt she was always she was a part of the ocean, a part of the water for this long, and she was trying to invite more people in, calling them in, and I felt like it was a very, it tied it all together. And then for Jordan, I wanted, when I first, because I was looking up names that were like symbolic of water, and Jordan really stood out to me because Jordan means like a flowing river, a flowing, like just a flowing body of water. And I thought that was like perfect because Jordan seemed to be like fluid before this happened. I feel like it was a little hinted that she was like more able to be free and be herself, and then once that happened, she like stopped that connection. She stopped doing things in a way that flowed well for her. So I felt like her like flowway, her pathway was blocked until she went back into the water and like really allowed herself to feel again. And then the name Lawrence for Jordan's now ex, that name is like a desert name, so I wanted that contrast. So like Jordan, you know, flowing river, all of that, and then Lawrence, desert, dry, just very dry. He seemed to be very dry, and I wanted to make sure that he kept at that description words. Yes, and let's see. So another like main issue that people were running into was the mom, and how they felt that the mom wasn't really like a believable character just because of how willing she was to let her daughter go. And I feel like I definitely, if I wanted to like revise it and stuff, which I will for this class, but I'm going to make sure that I kind of show how Jordan's, the impact of Jordan like completely shutting herself off from water, from like feeling her natural feelings, completely made that relationship kind of crumble into a way where her mom wanted her happiness over anything, or like her mom wanted to see her happy again. So I feel like I can definitely go in and you know, work that out. But I wanted to, the mom is real. The mom isn't like a ghost, or at least I didn't write her as a ghost. Some people did see her as a ghost. I wanted to write the mom as real, and the mom just like staying at the place that all of the events happened. She was just still there, being able to look at the ocean, and I feel like maybe I could make it more clear that they are right next to the ocean, like they're a little pathway down to the ocean, so she could see the waves. So I was like, maybe I could make it clear that like Cordelia pops up and just, you know, waves a little fin tail or something, but I also didn't want to like give it away. But yeah, I feel like when you see your, I mean, I don't have kids, but I could imagine when you see your child down and so down, so sad, and you can feel it, like it felt like a magical sort of sensation where you can feel that this is going to be right for your kid, like this is what your kid needs. And I wanted that to also kind of reflect in a way a person coming out to their parents, and their parents recognizing that this is them, this is who they are, and this is just you give them away, you not give them away, but well, she was giving her away, but you embrace it, and you know that this is what is right for your child. So I felt like I wanted to write her in as that, like as a person who is seeing their kid finally come to terms with themselves, finally figuring out what it is that makes them happy and enacting on it instead of suppressing it. So I wanted to make sure that she was the guide to that. And her walking her to the water was like walking her down the aisle. And I felt like that was like, I feel like when I want to go back and revise it, I do want to make it a little bit more wedding-like, more, I want to like appeal more to the like visionary senses, or visual senses, so that you can get a more of a feel that you're going and you're walking to the water. Yeah, so I feel like that was a very like a beautiful turning point that I feel like I would want to dive a little bit deeper into. Yeah, so yeah, that was a mom's role. And at the end, I was going back and forth in between wondering if I should have Jordan be on her board when she goes out into the ocean, but I felt like I couldn't picture that going smoothly because she has her wedding dress on. So I just kept it with the she's going in just completely as herself, just as she is. So Jordan going into the ocean, going to meet the daughter of the sea, going to meet Cordelia, I felt it felt like it was just a very like moving, it like moved me, like I was like tearing up when I was finishing it, because I felt like it was just a beautiful moment where Jordan can finally be with Cordelia in the way that they both have wanted, but they both were scared too. So like Jordan and Cordelia just realized that they loved each other, and that Cordelia was always there for her and was just waiting for her to feel that love too, and to be able to actually enact on it and be confident in her love. And I feel like that was what was presented at the end. And her being a mermaid, like of course mermaids are cool. So I felt like her just transforming into a mermaid and capturing her into the wave, like the wave is it like changes it. Yeah, I don't want to like, you know, go too deep into it. Well, I should, because this is what the point of the video is. But basically Jordan didn't die. Some people think that she might have died, but no, Jordan just became a mermaid with Cordelia. So every single time she goes and waves to her mom, that's just her waving, either waving like the waves of the ocean, or like maybe her mom will see some silver scales out there. But Jordan didn't die. Jordan's just with the person that she loves. And Lawrence wasn't it. So, yeah. So I feel like that was it. I can't really think of anything else that I wanted to really dive into. Yeah, that was it. I hope y'all enjoyed this. I can't wait to share with you my next story, which will be up next week. And yeah, also thank you if you did listen to my previous YouTube video. That was just like very raw feelings and emotions, and I still feel those. It still hasn't changed. But yeah, just educate yourself still. Just be strong. I see you, I feel you, I hear you. We are in this together, and we are not gonna go down without a fight, you know? And we're not doing that this time. So it's really nice. It's really, I appreciate all that we do as Black people. Just, we can do this. We'll be fine. So I wanted to, you know, give a little bit of something for y'all. So yeah, thank you for being here with me. I'll see you again next week.